Prime Minister Narendra Modi and US President Donald Trump have focused on trade, tariffs and defense ties during their White House meeting. While Donald Trump had previously threatened to impose tariffs, the two leaders signaled a willingness to negotiate, raising hopes of possible concessions from both sides. The meeting between the two world leaders has drawn significant attention from global media as well, with various outlets analyzing key aspects of their discussions. News agency Reuters has reported that Narendra Modi and Donald Trump set an ambitious target to double bilateral trade to $500 billion by 2030. The Financial Times reported that the US is looking to strengthen military ties with India, including potential sales of F-35 fighter jets under a 10-year defense cooperation plan. News agency Bloomberg has reported that India is seeking to boost oil and gas imports from the US in an effort to reduce the trade imbalance between the two countries and also to avoid potential retaliatory tariffs. The BBC reported that the meeting was largely symbolic, with little substantive progress on trade disputes. Al Jazeera, meanwhile, focused on human rights concerns, criticizing both leaders for sidestepping discussions on democratic values and press freedom. News agency AFP emphasizes the broader geopolitical context, noting that the meeting was part of a larger US strategy to counter China's influence in the region. In fact, ABC News, meanwhile, reported on domestic reactions in both countries, reporting while the meeting was seen as a diplomatic success, opposition leaders in India and the US criticized the lack of concrete agreements. In fact, let's quickly go across now and get you more details coming in regarding, of course, global media coverage now on the meeting between Modi and Trump. So this is what the New York Times has said. Trump and Modi shoved disputes into background in White House visit. Meanwhile, AP says Trump calls India's Modi a great friend, but warns of higher US tariffs on Indian goods. Meanwhile, the Wall Street Journal said Trump calls India's Modi a great friend but warns of high US tariffs on Indian goods. Similar headline to the previous one. Bloomberg went on to say Trump says Modi to launch trade talks after US unveils tariffs. India-US agreed to resolve trade and tariff rows after Trump-Modi talks. This is what Reuters has said. Meanwhile, The Guardian